Gaffer, fine margins on the opening day. What was your overall thoughts on that game?
Yeah, disappointed to lose it. We felt it was a game that we didn't deserve to lose. Although when you create as many chances as you do and you don't hit the target enough, then you get punished at the other end quite often against good teams. They were more clinical than we were today, and we come away from a tight game with nothing when I feel as though our performance deserves something from it.
First half, especially really positive performance, just frustrating to concede when we did, I suppose.
Yeah, and we said probably from the half an hour mark when we were well on top, look, we need to score here in this moment. So we didn't manage to do that. And then from nothing really, they get in down the side of us and get a bit of fortune with a couple of ricochets. But the clinicalness that I'm talking about, their midfield player, Norwood on the edge of the box, strikes it really well, it's going on target, and it just takes the deflection off Mothersill and goes in the goal, whereas we had one in a really similar situation right on the edge of the box in the second half and we don't hit the target, so that's what you get.
Like I said, fine margins, and we've hit the post a few times, keepers made a few saves, but like I say, if you score when you're on top, you don't need to worry about that later on in the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's something that I've said loads of times here, but a lot of our play is good. A lot of our areas that we get to, especially with the wide players they thought were good. We were a threat, we were, got into really dangerous situations, but we just don't make the most of them, and that's so frustrating as the manager, as I'm sure it is for the fans, and it's something that we obviously speak about and try and replicate, try and do something about it in the training sessions, but sometimes you need a bit of luck. We didn't get that today because, as I say, we didn't make the most of the big moments that we got.
Second half, a little bit more stop-start, as you'd expect, coming away from home 1-0, and so that's a product, like you say, of not taking those chances, and then that's what you're up against in the second half, I suppose. Yeah,
that was my only sort of disappointment in the whole performance, really. The first 10 minutes after half-time, we regained the ball 3 or 4 times in the first 10 minutes, but then give it straight back when there was chances to break and exploit the spaces that were there. So that's something for us to get better at. In them moments, can we be more decisive on the turnovers, because it just got a bit scrappy in the game, sort of lost its tempo and lost its flow. We recovered from that. I think we could have scored a couple of times around 55 to 65 minute mark, and then once their keeper made that great save from Thierry, looked like it was going to be one of them days.
Just one game of 46 now. You've got a week to prepare for next week's home games and opportunity to bounce back and go again.
Yeah, I say it's one game, and it's a game that we didn't want to lose. It's against the local rival as well, which is important for us, that we don't lose these games, because they hurt more than the others. But as you say, we've got another huge game now on Saturday. We'll take the positives from today's performance and try and work on where we can get better.
And just lastly, back that way, and as normal, it's important, isn't it, next week we get as many people there and get behind the team and get that first win on the board. Yeah,
I'm sure fans can see today that the lads put everything in. The effort was there, just the quality in the final third wasn't, and the support was brilliant, and I'm saying much appreciated, and I'm sure it'll be the same next week. But again, it's over to us. We have to give them something to shout about and make sure that we put on and do enough to get a win, because now we want to try and back, because we didn't get anything today, we want to try and get 3 points next week.